Hello and welcome back to another Now You Know with Yorktown Joe. Today we're taking a look at Operation Monster Force, the Phantom Corps Command Unit. Here he is inside of the box. Got him there with a Declan portrait, the alternate Lieutenant Raven portrait, and a good old Phantom Corps head. Here's a little bit of a comic there explaining some background and a terrible story. If you go to Big Bad Toy Store, Big Bad Workshop, you can read these stories and see what's going on with the story, or you can pause that and take a look. But let's get this guy out of the box, and it looks like he's got gear aplenty. Back of the box has got the whichever this season is, season 0, I think. Season 0. And we've got Lieutenant Raven on the back. Little story there. You can pause that if you want to read a whole story. The narrative is very, very spooky and kind of cool. So check that out. And here he is with all of his gear outside of the box. This is a lot of gear. Look at this gear. Oh, man. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. And we've got the portrait of Declan Van Helsing, a younger Declan Van Helsing. I'm going to almost say codename Flashback, because this is season 0, talking about it before he became who he is today and what's going on with Operation Monster Force. Let's take a look at some of this gear, though. I'll try to get this back, and we'll take a look at the figure. He's got the portrait. Not all dinged up, not as old as he is in his original. Take a look at that for comparison. He's got a little gray going on, just a touch of gray there. And obviously there's that scar that almost nicked his eye, but somehow he made it. So this is a younger version of him before an incident described on the box and in the lore that Sean Rourke and some of the others, Scott and some of the others, are working on. Let's take a look and see. That camo is just phenomenal. That's good. Great detail on that. He's got some shoulder pauldrons. This says the one that comes built into his loadout here is Phantom Corps, but there are lots and lots and lots of other options as well. We'll try to see if we can zoom in on those. We've got one for Lieutenant Raven, one for C. Scott, Bill Murphy, Sean Rourke, and Van Helsing, along with their blood types. I don't know, I can neither confirm nor deny that those are their actual blood types, but for the purpose of the lore, this is good. Look, this does come with a standard Phantom Corps balaclava head, as well as the Lieutenant Raven head. I think that's the one I'm most looking forward to. We've got a boonie there. Almost worth the price of admission just for that. That is some detail. Even got some little spots for the vents there for letting some airflow through while you're walking through a woods or a jungle. Got a tactical helmet and lots of different options for that. There's options for night optics or for hearing protection. There's also a face guard there, protect you from poison gas or shrapnel or whatever that's going to do. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got some shotgun shells, some blast effects, lots of blast effects, and a smoke effect. Little tiny pistol for close quarters combat. Bigger pistol if you want to keep them at least 25 meters away. Friendly persuader, discouraging accessory there, making sure you can get through into the door or wherever you need to get into, and then take care of the bad guys inside, whatever bad guys there are. Got a beret, little patch there. It's got, check out the detail on that. You got the Phantom Corps patch. Sorry about my thumb being that close to your screen. We've got some thigh holster with a torch there. It's a nice red lens cover on that. And we've got some alternate gear for his chest rig. Another get another leg pouch for the non-sidearm leg, and another option for, you could really troop build this guy and do a lot of them. We've also got multiple hands. We've got grippy hands. We've got punchy hands. Holding other accessories hands. And pointing and a thumbs up, kind of giving some signal hands. There's a small knife. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Small knife. And we also have, Crocodile Dundee would say, that's not a knife, that's a knife. So that's a horrible accent, but you appreciate the reference, I'm sure. The different knives for different tasks. Let's see, I've forgotten some of this stuff. Walkie-talkie. There's a lapel mic, some grenades, a spare magazine pouch that you can put on with a spare magazine. Looks like some type of either, I don't know if these would be antidotes or some type of smoke canisters to signal in for an evac. I guess it's up to your imagination and whatever you like to do with that. But yeah, this guy's quite. Let's see. We'll see if we can get in and focus on him. Oh. All right. Okay. The portrait is just, he's really intense and he's looking like something's going down. But let's take a look at some of his other portraits. Here he is as Lieutenant Raven. And I haven't changed out the name placards. I think that you need to loosen the vest a little bit to get the little peg to get inside of the vest and stay put. But yeah, he looks really solid. Like he's seen some stuff too that he didn't want to see. All right. Well, as you can see, he's got the knee pads that are similar. I think those are similar to the Delta Red. If we get them in here, we've got the similar knee pads, similar boots, and then all the different gear. You see, he's all kitted out. We can kit out Lieutenant Raven as well. But isn't it amazing what you can do with just an awesome job of repainting? Like they've just done some phenomenal work here to make this a top tier figure. I don't know. I do not have a Phantom Core figure, but that might be something I need to remedy to give an alternate portrait here. I'm trying to decide, do we just keep switching this guy out for all the different scenarios, or should I get a Phantom Core separate or multiple Phantom Cores? That's a pricey proposition, but you can let me know in the comments below what you think about that. Here he is with some gear on. I'm going to give us an outro with a bunch of different pictures with different options on. I think this is a really fun figure, and I think you really will be disappointed with the Big Bad Toy Store, Big Bad Workshop, Operation Monster Force Phantom Core Command Unit. Let me know what you think of this guy. And now you know with Yorktown Joe.